guys, welcome again to my channel. Today we're diving again in the world of FairyLoot because this is their November box, I think, which had the theme Enemies to Lovers, hence why I'm wearing my very comfortable Posset-like Bellatrix hoodie that I got from Witchcraft and Wizardry Boutique. I will link them down below because it's a lovely company that I'm also a promo prefect for, so be sure to check out their collection. Now, before we dive into the box, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. I'm Megan, and if you like things that have to do with books, with fantasy, with magic, with Harry Potter, with Star Wars, with Disney, with anything geeky really, and with writing, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on that magical subscribe button and hit that bell. And on that way, you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yeah, I think it's time to go visit our favorite trope in young adult books, being enemies to lovers. So as usual, before we start, a little bit more information about FairyLoot. FairyLoot is a rather popular subscription box based in the UK. They usually do fantasy young adult books in their monthly subscription box. Every box has a theme that has, of course, one book along with all sorts of items that are linked to that theme. They also do special editions of certain popular books, but therefore you'll have to check out their website. I will link it down below as always, so you guys can look at that too. For the moment, they have a waiting list, I think. So if you want to subscribe, you have to put your name on the waiting list, and then you'll get a mail whenever there is a new spot free. What's always fun about FairyLoot is that their books are always an exclusive version of a book. That usually means sprayed edges, an exclusive cover, sometimes even a reversible cover with art on the inside. It's usually signed by the author, either way, hand signed or in a book plate. So yeah, all good things about FairyLoot. But yeah, that's about it I can tell you about the box. Time to dive in it. So let's go for the sneak peek. So as usual, we have the normal FairyLoot box, and when we open it, we see the gorgeous illustrated spoiler card. I get Mafia vibes, a bit of this. And underneath are wormies, very dusty wormies, with underneath all the goodies. So the first thing we see is, of course, this gorgeous illustrated card. And as I said, I get a bit of mobster vibes. And I like the roaring 20s like dress the girl is wearing. But on the back of this is the spoiler card. So on the back are all the items and the book, of course, that comes in this box. So we'll put that away till later. Then underneath all the dusty wormies, I find something cloth-like. FairyLoot has changed up their wormies because they used to be like these paper dark purple ones, and now they are like this pale straw-like ones. I think it's better for the environment, but it's not that good for the items because they are very dusty and yeah. But still, we'll manage. So the first thing we have is, I think, a very beautiful tote bag. Ooh, a luxurious tote bag. Yes, it is. Oh, I love the print. I have no clue which fandom this is from though. I'll have to check the spoiler card. But yeah, it's like fairy-like butterfly people on it. I love the size of the tote bag. I also love the fact that it has like a sewn-in bottom, so you can store a lot of it in, a lot of items in it, and it's rather sturdy. It's a good size, so yeah, really like this one. Let's see if I can find it on the tag. The tag says Jute and Carden tote bag, produced for FairyLoot. So apparently the characters on this are Jute and Carden, but again, I have no clue what fandom it's from, so We'll have to check the spoiler card, but yeah, really like this one. It's very fantasy-like, and yeah, like it. And again, the tote bag, you can go wrong with the tote bag, even though my I have like this hook on the wall where I keep all my tote bags, and let's just say it's more tote bag than hook lately. It keeps growing, so yeah. Then we have another, yeah, I'm shaking off the wormies. There is another fabric item. It feels very soft, so I think it's a very thin fabric, so I think it's meant as a scarf. It's, yeah, I think it's a scarf indeed. So it's green colored. It has beautiful drawings of like a lotus flower like sunny bloom, and then it has a quote on it, and it says, "Come and gather, a story is about to begin. Roseanne A. Brown." Still, again, no clue what this one is about, but it's a good, nice scarf. Good length. I like it. You can wear it almost as like, you know, a stola or something. Does it say on the... So I just took a peek at the label that's on it, and it says ASOWAR scarf. So I think this is like from A Song of War and Ruins. I'm not sure, because I have heard of the book, but I haven't read it yet. But still, it's a nice item. It's great quality. I love the fact, the print on it. You can use it. You can use it as a scarf. You can use it as a stola. You can even use it as like a photo backdrop, which is also very interesting. So yeah, really like it. I think we have a lot of fabric items in this one, because I can already see another one. Oh my god. It's a scrunchie. They're back, people. The 90s are back. I was born in 93, so I grew up in the 90s basically. And yeah, scrunchies were a big thing back then, and they are slowly coming back. But of course you have the normal scrunchie, which is just like this round thing. But this one has also like, yeah, sort of bow-like, scarf-like thingy, so that you can, you know, put it like this on top of your ponytail, or like this on top of your ponytail, oh well, below your ponytail. Yeah, I really like it, actually. Don't know if I will wear it, but it's really cool. And the white fabric is filled with words. Maybe it's also from a certain book, no clue. But yeah, scrunchy. I'll have to ask my mom if she can do my hair with this one. Because I remember we also had, back when I was still in high school, we did, I think it was my 5th year or my last year of high school, we organized a dance, well, yeah, dance and quiz afternoon for all our grandparents. And it was the years, the 50 themed. So we were all dressed in like these grease-like skirts and stuff like that. And then also lots of scrunchies, high ponytails, lots of curls. We were a class full of girls except for one boy. And he, of course, dressed like a bit, yeah, the Beatles-like vibe. And yeah, that was really fun, and this scrunchie actually reminds me of that, so yeah, I really like it. Then what else do we have? We have lots of small items now. And you have this one, and it says Angel Fall Sticky Screen Cleaner. Is it like, I know whenever I buy a new screen protector, you also get something sticky cleaner with it to, you know, remove all the dust before you put on your protection screen. So is that something like this? But then it would mean that you can only use it once. Yeah, I don't know, but I like the design, I like the drawing of it. It was made by Taraja. So yeah, I think it's quite handy, but I don't know if you can reuse it, so yeah. The next item is this little thing. It looks almost like a coin, and it has like a dagger and roses on it, and it, whoa, okay. It flips open like this, and then you have, oh, I think I know what this is. I think I bought my cousin a few years ago one of these for Christmas. I think this is like a bag hanger, so that you can, so you put this one in your bag like this, and then whenever you go to a restaurant or go out for lunch or something and there's no place to put up your purse or your handbag, you can take this out and then you do this like so, and then you put this one like this on the table, and then you have a hook where you can hang your purse safely. So yeah, I think that's what this is. I'm not sure entirely, but I'm pretty sure, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of these. Again, no clue what the fandom is, but still it's handy, a handy item, though I usually wear like these over-shoulder bags lately, so I don't know if this one will be handy for that, but still it's a cool item, it's a useful item, and it's something you don't see in a lot of boxes, so cool. Then on the side we have our monthly yes, our monthly tarot cards, and we have the Page of Swords, which looks like almost like a candlelit lady, like it, and then the Knight of Swords. Again, no clue which fandom this is, but they are again gorgeously designed, and as I said before, I really love these tarot cards, but spoiler card will tell us all about the fandoms. I have a feeling I'm saying this with every single item that's passing by. Okay, before we get to the book, I think I still have a few, yes. I find these, and these are a set of 4 gorgeously illustrated, and even with a hint of foliage bookmarks. And on one we have Juliet, and on the other one is Roma, and then we have Megan and Ash, and if I'm not mistaken this is from the Iron of Faith series, this one. Then we have Lou and Reed, and we also have, of course, Rysand and Fury, which is Courts of Thorns and Roses. And they are all like in these hipster, modern-like yeah, outfits. Really cool. I love the fact that there is also some foiling. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these ones because I have also a large collection of bookmarks. But again, as a writer and a reader, I just love bookmarks, especially if they're gorgeously illustrated, and a hint of foiling can never hurt anyone. So really cool. And then we're already at the book pouch again. Going to brush off the dusty wormies. Yeah, so we have, still brushing off, we have the FairyLoot pouch, which says happy reading. So time to open it up. Ooh, I already see soft pink sprayed edges. Okay, I'm going to put it like this. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Tum, 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 tum. So this is the book, and it's called These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Really beautiful book. Beautiful sprayed edges. Let's see, is there a hidden cover? Yes, there is a hidden cover. So on the dust, underneath the dust jacket, we have this gorgeous drawing. Again, a lot of Roaring Twenties mob-like vibes. And then we also have just a plain blank hardcover, but on the side it's again in foiling, rosé gold foiling, the title and the author's name. And when we open it, we have a title page with a book plate signed by the author, but I also saw that on the other one is the title page. Behind that one is also an autograph, so a small, I'm pretty sure this one was printed on, so yeah, really cool. And just look how pretty those are. I'm going to put the book aside for a sec, because in the pouch there are also some other things, like the monthly bookmark, which has also an image that you can find back on the spoiler card. And then we also have some other things, like this gorgeous page of character art. I think she is one of the main characters of the book, because again, the Roaring 20 vibes. And on the back is a letter from the author. We have a booklet which has a noted chapter of the book of the masquerade scene. And of course we have our Periscope, but that one will go through while we're also, after we've done the spoiler card. So yeah, I think then it's time to quickly read what this book is about. The year is 1626 and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. A blood feud between two gangs runs the streets red, leaving the city in chaos. At the heart of it is 18-year-old Juliet Kai, a former flapper who has returned to assume her role as the proud heir of the Scarlet Gang, a network of criminals far above the law. Their only rivals in power are the White Flowers, who have fought the Scarlets for generations. And behind every move is their heir, Roma Montagoff, Juliet's first love and first betrayal. But when gangsters on both sides show signs of instability, culminating in clawing their own throats out, the people start to whisper of a contagion, a madness, of a monster in the shadows. As the dead stack up, Juliet and Roma must set their guns and grudges aside and work together, for if they can't stop this mayhem, then there will be no city left for either to rule. Ooh. So yeah, I remember now that in the spoiler card from the previous FairyLoot, they did hint like a more modern retelling of the Romeo and Juliet story, set with you know, in the Roaring 20s in Shanghai with mobsters and stuff. So yeah, I really like this. I'm a huge Shakespeare fan, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this. And I just realized that I'm pretty sure then that this bookmark with Juliet on the front and Roma on the back fits the book too. So yeah, really cool. And it will for sure end up on my ever-growing to-be read again. Yet again. Can't help it. But yeah, guys, that was everything that's in the box. So it's time for our spoil card. So it was indeed enemies to lovers. And the first thing we had was this one. The tote bag with the butterfly people on it. And it was Jute and Carden. It was made by the talented Rosie Torrance 88. And it is from the Folk of the Air series. Oh, by Holly Black. Again, heard of the book. Haven't read it yet. But yeah, I have. But that one I have in Dutch. So how do you call those one with the iron test or something? Like, well, the Magisterium series of Holly Black I have. So yeah, this one I haven't read yet. But it is actually on my wish list because I've heard a lot about this book, but really love the tote bag. Then we had our literary scrunchie featuring a beautiful quote from Jeremy. those I already also have, by Tahiri Mafi, and it was brought to us by FairyLoot, so I don't know if anyone designed it or something, but yeah, it was brought to us by FairyLoot. Yeah, I want to try it out, but not on camera. I'm going to ask my mom to help me with this. Then we had indeed a bag hanger, and it was the design on the front of the dagger and rose was also done by Traja, and it is from The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Alvi. Again, heard of the book, is on my wish list, haven't read it yet. And indeed, it is to help you have a safe place to put your bag when you're dining out or going out for lunch or something. So yeah, useful item, original item too. Then they say that they love to include bookish scarves, so that's this one, the lovely green. I'm in team with my scarf fits my hoodie. So the bookish scarf was designed by Jess Hawk and features a quote from A Song of Rats and Ruin. Ha, I was right. By Roseanne A. Brown. Because they don't want us to be chilly on our way to the library. I love this one. I'm probably going to use it more as a backdrop for pictures or something than as an actual scarf, but still really nice item. Then we had our foiled bookmarks, which were these set of 4. And they were made by Rukasu Art, and it features our favorite couples. We have, of course, Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin, A Court of Thorns and Roses of Sarah Yamas, the Iron Face series by Julie Kagawa, and then, of course, the Book of the Month. Yeah, really, really like these ones, and I can't wait to, put the ones of the books I already have in their respectively home. So yeah, I always like it that you have like a book and a matching bookmark with it. I really like that. I'm weird that way, I know. Then we had our Angel Fall phone screener. And this one was, as it was already mentioned on the card, made by Traja and is inspired by Angel Fall by Suzanne E. Again, don't know if I can reuse it, but phone cleaner is always handy, especially in these, digital times that you also have to be germ-free, so always a plus. Then we had our featured tarot cards, which were these. So it is the Page and the Knight of Swords. They are designed by Ars28 and are inspired by House of Earth and Blood by also Sarah Yamas. As I said before, I haven't read that one yet, but I do own the other books of Sarah Yamas because they are like there somewhere. Like here is my Throne of Glass series, and above that is my Court of Thorns and Roses series. So yeah, still have this one also on my to buy and to read list. And then we had, of course, our book, which was this one. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. It's a heart-stopping, imaginative Romeo and Juliet retelling set in the 1920s in Shanghai, with rival gangs and monsters in the depth of the Hung Pao River. This edition has an exclusive cover, sprayed edges, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket by Monolime Art, and a printed signature on the title page. It also comes with a signed bookplate and an exclusive annotated chapter. Author letter by Laurie Gallard. Ooh, so Laura Gallard, I think it was. So she made this beautiful drawing. Really, really like this. I usually, the thing I do with the author letters, because they usually have like these gorgeous drawings, is that I put them inside of the book, so that when I'm reading it, you have the author letter by hand. So yeah, that was everything in the box. Normally I'm going to take a quick look at our Periscope. Our Periscope has an interview with the author, and then also an overview of the exclusive edition. Sadly, there isn't an image next to it that you can compare it to the normal edition, but still. And then on the back we have already the hints and the theme reveal for next month. So for the month of December 2020, which is also coming because I think I already received it even, the theme is Thick as Thieves. No expression can describe real close friendships better than thick as thieves. And this theme is all about stories with groups of friends and found families that go on adventures, share secrets, and get up to all sorts of shenanigans, which might sometimes even involve saving the world from imminent doom. We can expect items inspired by The Hobbit, Throne of Glass, Children of Blood and Bone, and Raven Boys. We are thrilled to reveal that this box will include the next secret book, by Nover and Tale. It's stunning. And will also include a calendar for 2021 with beautiful character artwork for each month by Dominic Wesson from Multiple Phantoms. Oh, I love their secret books. I haven't had any of them yet, so this one will be my first edition. Our featured book of the month is filled with fae, sinister sorcery, and gallows humor. Whew, I'm struggling to pronounce my words again. This ragtag crew of reluctant heroes has to take on a world-ending fae prophecy and a malicious royal plot. This FairyLoot exclusive edition will have shimmery sprayed edges. Ooh, I love my shimmer. Artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket, a foil design on the hardcover, and signed end papers. If you have an active subscription, you can sit back and relax as you will automatically get this box. Also make sure to keep an eye out on social media for any sneak peeks. Ooh, this one sounds really cool. So yeah, I'm already excited for the next box, which is usually the case with FairyLoot. But conclusion about this Enemies to Lovers box. I'm really curious about the book. Because, as I said, it's a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. It's with mobsters. It's in the roaring 20s. Yeah, so I'm really curious about the book. Of the items, I think they could have done a little bit more with items. But I do like the fun tote bag because it's not your normal tote bag. It's like a luxurious tote bag. That can fit enough books in it. And yeah, for the rest, it's with a lot of paper items and little items. So the book and the tote bag and maybe the scarf were probably my favorite. But yeah, it's normal that you can't always have, the same points, I will say, from box to box, but I'm really curious about their Thick as Thieves box because that one sounds really interesting, especially since it will have something about The Hobbit. I love The Hobbit. I'm a huge, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan because I grew up with it, and yeah, same with Star Wars and Star Trek and yeah, all those fandoms actually. Yeah, thanks mom. I was raised like that. So yeah, all that's left to say I think is now thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, there will be lots of pictures on my Instagram and also an unboxing post on my blog. Both links of both my Instagram and my blog are found down in the description box, just as my previous FairyLoot unboxing. And of course the FairyLoot website. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it helps me way more than you think. Don't forget also to subscribe in case you haven't done that yet. And with that being said, I hope I'll see you guys soon for another magical bookish video. Bye!